Hello YouTube, this is Ran. Some of you know me by a different name. I'm kind of trying to stay a little bit anonymous. I'm using my middle name, um, for personal reasons. But, this is about my military journey. I've pretty much always known that I wanted to do something exciting, and usually attributed that something exciting to be the military. Even when I was like a little girl, I never played with Barbie dolls, never did any of that. Not saying there aren't people in the military who haven't grown up, with those certain qualities, but I just didn't. And, my mom didn't like it. She tried to get me to play with Barbie. It's just not me. It's just not who I am. I'm not that, ultra feminine girl. Although I was on drill team in high school, so there's some femininity there. And my hair is super long, so, yeah. Gotta have something. And I wear makeup, obviously. But anyway, so there's pretty much always been like a want for the military in some way. It was a bit hard to go through life and have everybody shove that college crap down your throat. Like the perfect way through life is college, 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 college. They never talk about the military, never talk about anything else. It's just you have to go to college, 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 high school and college. Don't think about anything else, just college. And I was just like, ugh. I don't want to go to college right away. I just don't. I mean, I did, because everyone told me to, and I'm a wuss and a pushover. But I just didn't want that like right away. I want to travel the world. I want to see the ocean. I never have. I just want to do amazing things. Like I don't want to sit in a boring classroom all day long. I just don't. So anyway, this military journey, I'm gonna say it starts pretty much back in high school. During one semester, the first semester of my freshman year, I was in AFJ ROTC. For those who don't know, that's Air Force Junior ROTC. I forget what the ROTC stands for. It's been like 5-6 years since I've been there. Anyway, that was a terrible experience. Not necessarily just the Air Force, not necessarily, the military, but I did, think, like, oh, the military is not what I want anymore, just because that particular class that was supposed to give me a part of the military was very unnerving to me. The fact that the people who were teaching the class at the time, I thought, showed some characteristics that I absolutely could not stand. And I was just like, how are you a representative of the Navy? I mean, not the Navy, the Air Force. You are a terrible person. Does this mean like the Air Force, is full of terrible people if you are a terrible person? Like, okay, I'll give you one scenario. I was angry one day because I was talking to one of my acquaintances in a class. Wasn't really a friend, just an acquaintance, and she had suggested something to me that was incredibly unnerving, and she was serious, and I couldn't believe she was serious about it because it was something that was very, just like something you don't tell people. I'm not going to go into detail that, but it was really bad. And so, then I said a curse word. And at the time, I was that shy, always do what they're told little person, and cursing really just wasn't something I did. So I was already kind of shocked at myself that I had even cursed. And like teachers from surrounding classrooms, they came out of the classroom and they were like, "Oh my God, we can give you a $300 fine, and you can go to ISS." Hello? Okay, you're still here. You can go to ISS for 3 days. I was like, oh my God, no. And I was freaking out, but they told me that they would just forget about it, and I was like, oh, that's nice. But then one of the instructors the next day was making inappropriate comments about certain activities, and I told him I felt uncomfortable with what he was talking about, and he was all like, well, your vocabulary, and the word that you said, which was fuck, would, suggest otherwise, because he was talking about, you know, yeah. So I just got really pissed off at that. I was like, excuse you, just because I said the word fuck doesn't mean, like, and I was already, like, appalled that I had even said it. Doesn't mean that, I wanted to hear about fucking. Like, it was just, like, not okay. And so I was just like, F this. At that time, I was like, I'm leaving. You're supposed to be, like, this wonderful person, and you have these, like, little, like, no. Come on. Have some dignity. I know that I had a lapse, but your lapse was just uncalled for. You're supposed to be my superior, so no. So then I quit a semester in, and that was one of the best decisions because I could not spend another day there. Anyway, so the next time I thought about joining the military was my parents had suggested I join the military because I was freaking out. I didn't know what I wanted to do in life because everybody was like college, 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 college. So they were like, join the military. Problem is, I'm a very passionate person. So the next day that I skipped school to go talk to the recruiters, which is like an excusable absence, I just went in order. And the first recruiting station up the stairs in my town was the Army. So I went to go talk to them, and the same day I talked to them, like 20 minutes later, I ended up signing all their crap. Someone was just like a very passionate, expired person. Like, I didn't talk to anyone else, and that is not recommended. Like, oh, if you're a passionate person like me, just try and just like focus yourself. Like, I know it sounds good, whatever they say, but you know, you're just getting one slice of the pie. You might actually really like the other slice better. Like, you don't even know. You haven't even talked to these people. So I joined, and I spent 6 months in the future soldier training program, and I went to MEPS, you know, which I'll have this all in another, I'll have like the specifics in another video. This is just like the from start to where I am now, and I'll break it down later. But I went to MEPS, did that whole shebang, and I signed my contract, and I swore in for the Army for the job of Intel Analyst, which I wasn't supposed to tell very many people at the time because, I don't know, some sort of secret thing with had to have clearance, and like, you're just, you know, you can be targeted if people know that you have a classified job or whatever, which I don't anymore because dun 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 dun, after I graduated high school, like 20 days before I was going to ship out. This was kind of like a dick move on my part. But, you know, like, you gotta be true to yourself. I went to their office, and I was like, I really didn't think this through. I got all caught up in the passion. I got all caught up in this, you know, package that was delivered to me. I didn't even, like, think about anything else. So I'm gonna need to take some time for myself. I just have to leave. And I didn't even know you could leave at that point in time. I was like, I already swore in, I can't leave. You know, I already signed my life away. I'm government property now. And I was like, oh crap, you know, I don't even really know if that's what I want. I haven't wrecked, sorry, I keep doing that. I haven't racked my brain, you know, enough around it. But they let me. They had me sign this paper, and then I was gone. I was like, thank you, Jesus. You know, especially because later I have a certain family member who's in that branch, extended family member, and he told me that that was one of the best decisions I could have made, was to not choose the branch of the Army because of certain reasons that he couldn't tell me. So I was like, okay, awesome. I made a good decision. So then I start going to a community college and working at a gas station and, you know, trying to make ends meet, living on my own. I think I'm doing pretty well, though. I'm not in any debt or anything. Well, I am for school, but it's not like I don't have like massive bill. I pay my bills on time, whatever. But I was lacking that adventure, lacking that excitement, lacking that, you know, ability to go somewhere and do something. I just know that it's not me being here. Like, I've managed to like hate this wonderful town because it's just not where I feel like I'm supposed to be right now. So, you know, even though that my mom is gonna freak out again, and she kind of has already, and even though my brother doesn't like when I make decisions when he's away, I gotta live for myself. I gotta stop thinking about other people. So I decided I'm gonna check out the military offices again. I'm just not gonna check out the Army office because I've been there, done that, and I didn't like it. So um, the next little bit I spent researching online the other branches, which really were just like the Navy, because I am not the macho person that's gonna go into the Marines, and the Marines is part of the Navy, but like, I'm not that macho person. I'm not that so prideful. I just can't. I'm not cut out for it. I'm not good enough for that, physically or mentally, probably. Um, and the Air Force I had already disqualified freshman year, so that left the Navy. So I started researching it, chatted with some person online on their website, you know, safe person, not like just randomly started chatting with random people, but like actual like officer, recruiter, somebody. And then I set up an appointment to go to the office. and I went to the office in Denton. Oh crap, I just said where I live. I'm not gonna live here very long, so just went to the office there, and they got everything rolling. They had to get my paperwork sent over from the Army because the Army still owned my paperwork, but they didn't own me. It was weird. But anyway, they got that taken care of. So today I'm supposed to go to the office, fill out the last little bit of paperwork, and tomorrow I work. The next day I'm going to MEPS again. Ah. And then Friday I pick my job and swear in, and this time, you know, I'm determined I'm not gonna leave this time. You know, this time I've thought it through. This time it's completely different. It's the right time. It's what I know I want to do. I've thought about everything. I'm done thinking. Everybody around me that I really care about supports my decision. So it's what I decide to do. I will leave y'all updated with different tidbits of information along the way. But anyway, that's my journey so far as this Navy gal. Also, I have to cut my hair. I don't want to. Leave me comments on whether you think I should cut it before I leave for boot camp or have them do it at boot camp. I don't know if I trust them. I don't even know if they're licensed or how long they've been doing it. I don't know. Leave me your thoughts on that. I don't know what I should do with that. That's one thing that I'm just like, ah. Also, I've got a lot more things to talk about. I will talk about it later. This video is too long anyway. Alright. Bye-bye.